If you want to stand out in GIS, land higher paying jobs, and work on the most exciting project, then there's one skill that will completely change your career. Yet most GIS professionals are ignoring it. GIS is evolving faster than ever, and with that comes incredible opportunities for those who can work with large and complex spatial data. The ability to efficiently analyze, process, and manage geospatial information at scale is becoming essential across industries. Mastering the skill will not only expand your career options, but also allow you to tackle more advanced, high-impact projects. Imagine working with massive datasets, optimizing spatial queries in seconds, and integrating GIS into cutting-edge cloud and AI technologies. This is the next level of geospatial work, and those who embrace it are leading the industry forward. In this video, I'll walk you through the one skill that will 10x your GIS career, why it's transforming the field, and how you can start using it to unlock new possibilities today. And the one skill that will 10x your GIS career is SQL. SQL, or Structured Query Language, is the modern foundation of geospatial data analysis. It's used in nearly every major GIS system that scales beyond desktop software. Whether you're working with the PostGIS, Apache Sedona, Snowflake, or even Esri's ArcGIS Enterprise, SQL is the key to handling large data sets efficiently. But why does this matter? Because GIS today is more than just making maps. Companies need people who can work with massive spatial data sets, automate workflows, and integrate GIS and other data systems. SQL allows you to do all of that. First off, it's scalable. You can run spatial queries on datasets with millions or even billions of records without crashing your computer. And it's fast. Operations that take minutes or hours in desktop GIS can run in seconds with SQL. And it's in demand. Nearly every tech company using geospatial data relies on SQL. GIS professionals who add SQL to their skill set don't just keep their current jobs, they move up into higher paying roles in geospatial data engineering, analytics, and cloud GIS. If you know SQL, you're not just a GIS specialist, you become a data expert, and that's where real career growth happens. There's been a growing number of discussions online about the shift towards SQL in GIS, with professionals sharing how it transformed their workflows and career paths. From Reddit threads to LinkedIn posts, more GIS analysts are recognizing that SQL is no longer just a nice to have, it's becoming a core requirement for working with geospatial data. Now, in my own data, you can see more of that in this video. I've seen a clear trend. GIS professionals who adopt SQL are consistently moving into higher paying roles. As more companies integrate cloud-based GIS and big data platforms, SQL skills are opening doors to higher salaries and career growth in ways that traditional GIS tools alone simply can't match. Many GIS professionals start by relying on traditional desktop tools for spatial analysis, handling tasks like joins, overlays, and geoprocessing manually. While these tools are effective for smaller projects, they often struggle with performance and scalability when dealing with larger datasets. By integrating SQL into their workflows, many GIS specialists and consultants have significantly improved efficiency. Spatial operations that once took hours or even days can now be executed in minutes, allowing for real-time analysis and decision-making. This shift not only enhances productivity, but also enables professionals to take on more complex projects, scale their work across larger datasets, and provide faster, more valuable insights to stakeholders. But let's answer a big question. Is SQL more than just a database language? Well, it is. It's become a fundamental tool for spatial analytics. And yes, SQL has long been used to store and manage data, but it's now at the center of geospatial computation, enabling spatial analysis at scales traditional GIS tools struggle to handle. As spatial data grows in volume and complexity, SQL is emerging as the standard language for large-scale geospatial analysis. It enables GIS professionals to go beyond static maps and desktop tools, working directly with massive datasets in databases, cloud platforms, and machine learning workflows. If you want to work on cutting-edge GIS projects and operate at scale, SQL is the skill that will get you there. So if you're ready to start learning spatial SQL, here's exactly what you need to do. First, start with data retrieval and filtering, which are fundamental to any SQL workflow. Learn how to use select to query specific fields, where to filter data on conditions, and order by to sort the results. These functions allow you to extract relevant data from large data sets efficiently. Next, I'd focus on data aggregation and summarization to analyze trends. Use group by to categorize data, having to filter those group results, and functions like count, sum, average, min, max, and others to generate summary statistics. These are essential for understanding patterns in tabular and numerical datasets. Make sure to learn how to use inner join, left join, right join, and full outer join to combine tables based on shared keys. This is useful for merging GIS data with demographic, environmental, or business datasets. Once you're comfortable with data manipulation, explore window functions, which allow for advanced analytics without altering the dataset structure. Functions like row number, rank, partition by enable comparative analysis such as ranking locations by population density or identifying changes in land use over time. Then you can add in the spatial components like spatial data types, and you need to understand how they differ from traditional tabular data. Learn the basics of geometry and geography types and how spatial data is stored in formats like EWKT or extended well-known text and EWKB extended well-known binary. Next, explore spatial relationships and overlays, the core of geospatial analysis. Use ST-intersects to find overlapping features, ST-within to identify features contained within a boundary, and ST-touches to analyze shared edges between geometries. These are crucial for spatial joins and feature comparison. Next, make sure to understand geospatial measurements and calculations to analyze distances, areas, and spatial distribution. Functions like ST-distance compute the shortest distance between 2 points. ST-area measures polygon sizes, and ST-length calculates the length of line features. These are useful for analyzing spatial proximity and resource allocation. Next, advance to geometric transformations and processing to manipulate spatial data efficiently. Use ST-buffer to create zones around points, ST-union to merge overlapping polygons, and ST-difference to subtract one geometry from another. These allow for more complex spatial modeling and management of your spatial data. By mastering these SQL concepts, you'll not only improve your ability to analyze spatial data, but also unlock the potential to work with massive datasets in cloud-native and high-performance GIS environments. Now, of course, the best way to learn is by building a project. Try analyzing the distribution of urban parks, mapping traffic incident hotspots, or creating simple spatial dashboards. These hand-on projects reinforce what you've learned and give you something to showcase on your resume or your portfolio. Finally, try to apply SQL to your current GIS workflow. If you're used to handling spatial data with QGIS, ArcGIS, or Python, experiment with incorporating SQL. The more you use it, the more valuable it becomes. Learning SQL isn't just about adding a new tool, it's about transforming how you work with spatial data. If you master spatial SQL, you won't just be a GIS professional. You'll be a highly sought-after expert in geospatial data. Companies don't need people who can make maps, they need people who can handle and analyze datasets efficiently. That's what sets SQL apart. And like I said, this will help 10x your career. It won't necessarily make your salary 10 times more than it is today. I don't think anybody can guarantee that, but it will help you be more efficient, work with larger data, and work faster. The skill opens doors to high-paying roles in geospatial data science, analytics, and cloud computing. It allows you to automate processes and work on larger projects and solve problems that traditional GIS tools struggle with. Now, if you're ready to level up your GIS skills fast, check out my Modern GIS Accelerator. In just 2 weeks, you'll gain hands-on experience with spatial SQL, GeoPandas, and cloud-native GIS tools. These are skills that employers are looking for. The program is designed for GIS professionals who want practical, career-focused training without wasting time on outdated methods. Students have already used it to land jobs, improve projects, and gain confidence working with real-world geospatial data. If you want to build GIS skills that pay off, join the Modern GIS Accelerator. Check the link in the description to get started. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.